What's up, guys? So this morning, um, SCPS was the big mover this morning, and it's still moving right now, actually. But I was looking at the 5 minute chart on it. Obviously, we trade on a 1 minute chart, but I was looking at this 5 minute chart, and then I was looking at what this thing was doing. So this thing started out at $5 yesterday. It kept climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. That's when I saw it about the break goal time over goal time, so I figured this is the one. This is the one. So if you look, it does pullbacks explode, pullbacks explode, pullback. And so when I saw this pullback, I decided let me jump in early in case it explodes. Then I could just hurry up, make my 1,000, and I'm out. You guys know my goal is 1,000 per day. Um, but I saw this pullback, and I said to myself, let me hurry up and jump in. If it goes below, I'm going to sell very fast and just walk away with a loss. It was the only one on the scanner this morning. How did I find this stock? Tradeideas. It was the top gainer for this morning. And so also it was showing up here too in the top gainer section. But yeah, I was looking at the 5 minute chart and I said, okay, so it's doing a pullback. It's holding. I mean, this thing's been ripping nonstop. I saw this over here. This was kind of scary. So I said to myself, okay, let me just jump in early. If it does something like this, I'm going to get out fast. But the second that the bell rang at 9:30, I gave it maybe like 10 seconds to see if it's just going to flush. And it didn't flush. It looked like it was holding. And then once I saw volume picking up, I decided to just punch the buy button. And I jumped in at 20.97 and I sold at 22.33. So if you look, I jumped in at 9:30 in 12 seconds and then I sold at 9:30 25 seconds. So in 13 seconds, killed it. So it's the same strategy every day. Today the price point was a lot higher. I normally don't trade price points like this, but it was the only one. And so I figured, let me take a risk on it. Trading is risky. You can lose money, but when you have a solid strategy, it's hard to like not take the trade. So, which is exactly what I did. Popped up. I was selling, and then this thing takes off. It got halted right there. Let me go back to the 1 minute chart. So basically, it got halted right there, opened up way up here, went down a little bit, exploded, got halted again over here, opened up way up there, $32, and then popped up some more. At that point, I already hit my goal, so I wasn't going to jump back in because I didn't know when it was going to slam back down. And look, it went all the way up here to $48, 47, 86, and then it slammed all the way down to $28. This was the move I was trying to avoid because I didn't want to be caught up in this. Thankfully, I made my daily goal right there. But yeah, I could have made if I just imagine if I held on to this position right here and sold at the top, I could have made a nice $107,000. $107,000 if I just held on from here and went to the top. Obviously, I'm not a greedy guy. My goal is 1,000 a day. As soon as I make 1,000, I typically turn everything off. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. I'm not trying to make $1 million in one day. What I am trying to do is be consistent and take 1 grand out of the market every day. If I could do that for 250 days, that's 250 grand. And I invest in real estate. I have properties that are paying monthly rent. So that's what I do. And then I wholesale properties as well. So, this funds those other projects. So, as soon as I make my goal, I'm typically turning everything off. But yeah, I probably should have held through the first halt. But I didn't know it was going to halt. And as soon as I made my profit and I saw my numbers above 1,000, I just quickly sold and I walked away. All right, so you can't go wrong by taking profits. Okay, so could have, should have, would have. You know, it is what it is. All right, guys, that's about it. I'm gonna keep this one short, but yeah, one strategy every day is what I trade, and typically it pays off. Sometimes I take losses, but for the most part, it's a solid strategy. I'm winning more than I lose. All right. If you guys want to learn more, you know, feel free to email me or comment below. I'll be able to answer some questions. Um, yeah, feel free to reach out to me. All right. Um, Again, link for trade ideas is right below. That's how I'm finding these stocks. It was basically the top gainer this morning. It's still up here at the top. You can see it. SCPS. It was the top gainer, so I figured, you know, nothing else was looking good. Let me go ahead and take a stab at this one. All right. All right, guys. So I'll chat with you guys another day.